Hi, Andrew here. Today we're doing the lab for Network Security Group and the Application Security Group. Let's go to Portal and search for Resource Group, Virtual Network. So create a new resource group named Azure 500 Lab 07. The virtual network name is My Virtual Network. Now we're doing the subnet. Set IP version 4 address space. Review and create. So next step, we're creating application security group. The same resource group, Lab 7. Name gonna be My ASG Web Server. And create. So I have a separate video just showing the difference. Actually explain what the network security group and application security group. We'll create a second application security group called My ASG Management Servers. So by far we created 2 application security groups, and now task number 3. We're going to create an NSG and the same resource group, Lab 7. Named as My NSG. So now going to My NSG security group, we're going to your associated subnet. So go to subnet, click associate, pick the virtual network that we created. And default subnet. So the next step, I'm going to create an inbound rule for web server and RDP traffic. So basically, into the network security group and go into inbound security rule. Click add. This is for web server. And change the port to 80 and then 443. Application security group, pick the web server and port change to 80 and 443. Protocol TCP, priority 100, and we're going to change the name. Allow web all. And click add. Next, we're going to create an inbound security rule for management server. Let's go to my ESG management server security group. Port 3389, that's RDP. And then protocol TCP. Name going to be allow RDP all. Click add. Okay, we got 2 inbound rules. So next, we're going to deploy a virtual machine and test network filter. There are 4 tasks. Let's go to number 1. We use the resource. We use the Azure service virtual machine. Click add. Enter the same resource group. Virtual machine name my VM web. Windows Server 2019. Username and password. Password twice. So no public inbound ports. OS disk type will be standard HDD. Everything else default. Networking. And select. Okay, save password. Select the existing previous created my virtual network. So we have to be under the same VNet. security group. So leave everything as default. Click review and create. So now we are creating a virtual machine. I use it's going to take a while. I'm going to pause here and come back. So while waiting for the virtual machine to be created, create a second one, which is going to be my VM management. So this is going to be the management VM virtual machine. Also the Windows 2019 username, password. There's no public inbound ports. Standard HDD disk. Go to networking. Use the VNet. And configure an NSG to be the my NSG. So everything else will leave as default. Next, go to management and leave everything as default. And create a new virtual machine. Okay. I took a pause and then it's going to take a while for the VM deployment to finish. So I fast forward it. Let's do the next. So you're going to need to associate the virtual machine to the security group. Right now for the management virtual machine. Now we're going to first do the web one. So go to network, click on the application security group. Where is it? Read it again. Config the application security group. Oh, there we go. So now we do associate. This is web, so we'll click my web and then save. Now we can go to management virtual machine, do the same, networking, application security group, just my management server, save. So really those are just the application security group, just container of the virtual machine right now. let's do a test. Go to the management virtual machine, trying to do the RDP. So based on the NSG, this should work. So student and the password. So it proved that NSG worked as expected based on the application security group. So now we go to the web virtual machine. Can run command. PowerShell script. Install a Windows feature. Command run successfully. So now the public IP address for web. So based on the application security group for web, we are able to hit the IIS web server. I think that's concluded the lab.